Welcome back to Wrestling Ruined Our Marriage, where today we are going to do the Extreme Rules Prediction and Thoughts Show. My name is Tanner. This here is Cammie.
Hi, guys.
So she's got all the matches wrote down, and we're going to go through them one by one, give our predictions, thoughts, and then kind of do an overall summary. So what's the first match that you want to start off with?
So let's start with Liv Morgan versus Carmella. So I think Liv Morgan is going to take the win tonight. What are you thinking?
So quick side note, Extreme Rules has only one match with Extreme Rules stipulations. Mm-hmm. None of the other matches have anything going on. There's one triple threat match tonight. Other than that, everything's just a normal pay-per-view. It's kind of weird for an Extreme Rules, but yeah. Hey, here we go. So Liv Morgan versus Carmella is just a regular one-on-one match. Mm-hmm. You said you think Liv's going to take it?
I think Liv's going to take it. I'm kind of wondering if maybe Zelina Vega is going to cost Carmella the match, but not do it intentionally. Do it like, I'm going to try to help her, and then cost her the match that way.
I'm same wavelength. I don't think Liv takes this one. I think Zelina Vega and Carmella get the better of her, and Liv ends up losing. Carmella gets the win, but it starts off a feud. So that's the route I'm going to go. But I would not mind seeing Liv take a victory. I think they said that this is her first ever one-on-one pay-per-view match where it's a singles. I think she's getting a pretty good pop from the crowd. It'd be nice to see her get the win and take off. But I think that's going to start off with Carmella taking the win and then start, a series of matches between her and Zelina and Carmella, back and forth on there.
Yeah.
And so that's both of our thoughts on the first one. What's next?
So next, let's do the U.S. Championship. Damian Priest, the triple threat match with Damian Priest, Sheamus, and...
Damian Priest, current champion.
Yeah, and Jeff Hardy. So I think Damian Priest is going to retain. I just think they're pushing him so much, it would be crazy to take it off of him right now. I don't really think there's going to be any sort of crazy interference or anything like that. I think it's just going to be a clean win, maybe a quick roll up, because that's what they like to do, and that'll be it. That's my thought.
The only thing, I think Damian Priest takes it as well. Same thing, they've been pushing him pretty good. He's been taking this title opportunity and running with it. There's a couple of thoughts that run through my mind when I'm thinking about this match. Is Jeff Hardy close to being done? I know he wanted to be in a match like this with Damian Priest. They both kind of were calling for each other, behind the scenes from what I've been reading on different Twitter handles. So is Jeff Hardy almost done, and this is going to be his final send-off? Does he take the championship and run? And we're missing a really big name from Raw on this pay-per-view that is right in the mix with these three, and we have not seen Drew McIntyre at all recently, or lovely Angela or whatever he named his sword this week. So if there is going to be some kind of interference, is Drew McIntyre going to take that heel turn and go heel? Damian Priest is the baby face, and Drew McIntyre attacks him and it takes off from there.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. He hasn't really been involved when he was so involved before.
So those are my thoughts on running through, but at the end of the day, if Drew McIntyre doesn't make an appearance and cost Damian Priest the match and turn full-blown heel there, I think Damian Priest picks up the win. But I think it's going to be one of the best matches you've seen since Jeff Hardy's return, because I think he's going to go big on this guy.
I hope so. I love Jeff Hardy. So, cool. All right, the next one I have are the Usos versus the Street Profits.
The Bloodline Bitches versus the Street Profits.
That's right. I have the Usos taking it. I think they already play dirty, so it's probably going to be a dirty win, but I think they'll retain.
It'll be hard to go against the Usos because the Bloodline's so strong right now. How could you have them lose the titles when they're up and going? I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to actually take Street Profits. I think that they have become kind of a nemesis a little bit of the Usos. Yeah, I did see the Usos, as we mentioned, for SmackDown's episode, they were kind of going back and forth Alpha Academy. You still have the New Day coming around. So there's a lot of good reasons for the Usos to retain and
I think
keep
they'll
going.
retain.
Yeah, and keep going for that, eventual Survivor Series match against the New Day with all 3 titles on the line. That'd be kind of a good mix. But
I could low-key, I can kind of see maybe the New Day interfering too.
Yeah, something.
Apparently interference is my game today.
So I think that the Street Profits have a good chance to actually take this, be the champions for a little bit, and start off some good tag battles with the Usos. With Montez Ford being basically the main event of SmackDown with Roman Reigns, I think they kind of said, okay, can we do this? I don't think it'd be a bad deal to have them lose and have Roman get pissed off that, they don't have the championships anymore.
That makes sense.
It's really hard to go against them with Bloodline, but yeah, we'll go with Montez Ford and, the Street Profits all together taking the tag team championships tonight.
All right. So number 4, I have the Raw Women's Championship match with Charlotte Flair as the champion, and that will be against Alexa Bliss. I have Alexa Bliss winning.
And cool if she finally get the championship back.
It would be really cool, and I'm just hoping that because her character has developed so much this last year, it would be really cool to see some crazy sort of female fiendess lady come out in her. I think that would be kind of cool.
I see a lot of people clamoring for her to turn into Lily.
I don't want her to turn into Lily.
That's not something that really
crazy thing
gets me, but yeah, it'd be nice. I was super excited when she came out at WrestleMania with Bray's match, and she's up on the big Jack in the Box type thing, and she starts bleeding all this black blood stuff, and then you're like, oh man, what's going to happen? She's got the mind game, she's got all the stuff that he does, and then she comes out with the doll, and there hasn't been much since. I still like her character. I think she's evolved. She's turned it into her own. When Raw's on, I see a lot of people say that when Charlotte and Alexa have their segment, people are running out of the stadium. I don't know how true that is. I usually will come in and sit down and actually focus on some of her segments on there.
Yep.
So,
I focused more when Bray was with her, but
obviously, entertainment is subjective. Some people probably hate it. Some people enjoy it. But yeah, it'd be nice to see Alexa take off and see what she could do as the champion and just be this demonic champion. I'm wondering, they're both good. I'm wondering if this is where does Asuka make a return? I think it's a straightforward match, right? Is it just a regular championship match?
I think it's a straightforward match. Yeah, I think the only matches that are different are the triple threat match with Damian Priest for the U.S. Championship and the Universal Championship, which is Extreme Rules.
So I don't know where Asuka's been, but she was a big part of these two for a little while there. And I don't know if she's going to eventually make a return. I don't know if they need to have her return. Charlotte versus Alexa is big enough in and of itself.
I'm just thoroughly entertained with Asuka on Twitter.
Yeah, she's funny, chopping everybody's head off and throwing hers on there. So I don't know if she's injured or what's going on, but maybe that's their chance. But I'm pretty hopeful for an Alexa Bliss victory as well. I want to see what she can do as the champion, and she gives a little bit different dynamic where it's not just powerful, muscular champion or Charlotte Flair champion. Yeah. She can do crazy promo champion Bliss.
Yeah, mind games and stuff like that. I would enjoy that.
Yeah, both of us going with Alexa Bliss there, sounds like.
Okay, so the next one is the SmackDown Women's Championship with Becky Lynch being the champion and Bianca Belair.
Same thing. Yeah, same thing here before you jump on yours. If there's going to be a chance to have a Sasha Banks return,
this would be the time.
Why not have Sasha Banks come in and return in Extreme Rules and make things go crazy?
Did we ever find out why she was gone?
No. Just vanished 2 weeks or a week before SummerSlam. Hasn't done anything since. So she was still very big in the mix. I thought that storyline with her versus Bianca was going pretty well. Yeah. I didn't understand why they were pulling Carmella and Zelina into it, but time to make a return. Might as well be now.
Yeah.
You do have, and plus we don't know how ready Becky is yet. I know she took a pretty good bump on SmackDown, but she hasn't been doing much. Can she go a full match now? Is she ready to roll? I don't know. Is a good way to make her not have to do a long match, having Sasha return and plug and play there.
Yeah.
But if there is no Sasha return, where are you going?
I'm thinking Becky Lynch is going to take it. I think that they're really working on her heel turn, and I think she's going to take it. I think she's going to do something. I'm all about they're going to be dirty. She's going to do something to, I don't know, not interfere, but cheat a little. is my thought. I mean, I don't think she necessarily needs it, but the reason why I think that is because how ready is she to really take a big bump and to really fight? And so I'm wondering if it will just be like a dirty match where she'll take it that way. That's my thought.
I have Becky winning as well. I think Bianca needs to win at some point because Becky's 1-0 right now. Does Bianca go 1-1 or is it 2-0? Third time's a charm for her to come up. I don't know. I think this is going to be one that carries on for a little while. I don't see how they can just move right on. Maybe this is the one where Becky picks up the secondary. Now you add Sasha Banks to the mix. You have the triple threat with those three. I'm not sure, but I'm going Becky for the win. I don't know that she needs to have a dirty win. I think she can pull something off and get the victory. But we're both going Becky. We've got a couple similarities here.
Yep. So the final one I have is the Universal Championship match with Extreme Rules, and that's Roman Reigns versus the Demon King, Finn Balor. And I have Roman Reigns retaining. I think he'll just retain. I don't really have a theory as to why he'll retain. Well, besides him having so much momentum, why would you peel it off of such a great champion?
Finn Balor should have a great match with him. Roman will take some bumps for Finn Balor, Demon, whatever we were calling him today. You have the Usos who are going to be pissed off on the sideline, whether they win or not. They're going to be involved. I think Brock Lesnar is going to be involved and come out at some point.
I would love to see Brock Lesnar.
So you still have Brock there. You also still have Big E, New Day, Bobby Lashley. None of them have matches tonight that we could find on there.
Yeah, if we're missing any, please let us know in the comments below.
No, don't let us know. We don't care about your opinion. And you go second to say nothing. I don't care about if we missed anything. Just take what we get. Listen and go.
I care. Just know
Big
I
E
care.
versus... You have Big E out there. You have Bobby Lashley out there. You have the New Day out there. They're all pissed off. You have Brock Lesnar out there pissed off. Is John Cena going to want revenge? Somewhere floating around, Goldberg wants to spear Bobby Lashley too. You got a lot of shit in the mix at the very end there.
Yeah.
I think Roman takes it. I've made this clear. Roman needs to have the belt on him all the way through WrestleMania. I don't see anybody being able to take it unless Brock takes it for a short stint and then WrestleMania it hits Roman again. I don't know. But if it's not Roman or if it's not Brock, you're doing something wrong right there. They're the two main guys, and right now Roman is the guy. I think he takes it, but again, you have a lot of other stuff going on the outside. So there's going to be – I don't think you can have this many – I have nothing else to say. Straightforward matches, boring matches. The only Extreme Rules match is the Roman Reigns match. That's just set up for all kinds of crazy interference from people to, end the pay-per-view with a big boom. I think it's going to happen like that.
Yeah.
So somebody's coming in. I imagine we'll have a touch of New Day, a touch of Big E, a touch of Lashley, a touch of a little bit of everybody, and possibly the big beast Brock Lesnar coming in as well.
Yeah.
So
I guess we'll find out. We should have done a bet or something, but I guess we're kind of going with a lot of the same people, so I guess we can't do a bet, but that would have been fun.
Yeah, we'll tie it together once we get a little bit more mix-ups on there. I think this pay-per-view, we'll see what surprises they are, but I think it's going to be pretty straightforward on who's going to win. You'll have, again, the Charlotte and Alexa, that could go either way probably. The Usos and the Usos versus Street Profits could probably go either way. Most likely leans more toward Bloodline, but I think they could, or the Usos because of the Bloodline. But I could see Street Profits to, up the ante a little bit there, taking that one too. But I think it'll be pretty straightforward.
Well, it's going to be fun to watch. I'm excited.
Yep. Have a good one, guys. We'll see how we do after when we do a spoiler show at the end.
Take care.